So, here we are, episode 2. We gave it a week between the first one and this one, so we could do most of this streaming live. I think I've made some progress with editing, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Yeah, I'm not sure where to go from here. It's the second episode. It's really just an absolute ton of questing. It's a little jumpy. Sorry about that. I'll try to do a little better next week and really try to capture your attention, but thank you so much for joining me, and let's just get right into it, huh? And that's Rune Mysteries. Do a quest for a cat. Finish our community service by helping a geriatric gentleman. Then decide midway through gathering a bunch of supplies to take on a bat. Sure, this will go well. Break into a brigand's lair to grab a blanket from them. Throw a party with some monks. Fix a very strange clock. Protect an aristocratic asshole from his own stupidity and also a cult. Reunite a family post-pandemic. Definitely first try this boss but lose the footage. Learn a very hard lesson about remembering to read things before doing things. Go tell a king we know he's lying to his people and get rewarded. And finally, after all this time, unlock our best teleport for a minute. Wrap up Druidic Ritual and use some of these lamps in my inventory. Specifically on Herblore, because who's got time for that? Then we can go delve through a dungeon, pick up our best in slot boots, and also peek Fashionscape. You know, and also the 10,000 gold doesn't hurt. Then we can learn a hard life lesson about positioning, misclicking, and accidentally keeping a pet in your inventory when you're doing things that could cost you your life. But that's okay, we come back with a vengeance to take the W, get him in the correct position, and after a little bit of waiting, tell him to sit. Then this guy sent his dog to fight me, and even though it was very obvious that the dog was going to lose, he did absolutely nothing, and then he got mad when it died. But that's fight arena done. Next we're going to work on getting cannons unlocked, but I was just curious how long it's been since he's seen his lookout, because this guy's just a skeleton. Then we can get to work on Waterfall, and it's absolutely insane how this woman doesn't realize that her kid is literally just on the other side of this river. If any of you didn't know, you can avoid getting hit by the moss giants by picking fights with a skeleton, so it actually makes this significantly more safe than it seems, because the skeletons hit a lot less. And then we're just going to be super careful that we use one of each rune on each of these, and then we're going to remember to use the urn on the thing that pops up instead of... yeah. We're not going to fall down this time. Then we're going to cheat a drunken dwarf out of helping us by lying to him at paper, rock, scissors. Get distracted by some kid who doesn't know how to keep his toys away from his neighbor's yard. Here's your ball back, you little brat. Get surprisingly betrayed by this group of grave robbers and end up having to fight a golem. Then finally remember I'm supposed to be saving Varrock from a demon, so let's pop back over there and actually do that. I was fully expecting to fight every single mage here, but Delrith actually PJ'd me. Good night, sweet dark prince.
Hell yeah.
Reunite another family? Like, this is the third one. Half the quests in this game are reuniting families and buying people beer. Now I think I've done enough good that I can cheat in a friendly competition. And win. Show off my engineering prowess to Captain Logoff. Then we're going to put on a detective hat and solve the mystery of who done it between all of the terrible people who live in this house. Spoiler alert, it was David. Alright, now we just need to break into this fortress and throw a cabbage in to thwart their entire grand master plan. Not very smart villains, are they? Not gonna lie though, I do kind of love this cutscene. It's just, is it gonna explode? Is it not? Then we're gonna start Priest in Peril. I was really worried that Bouncer was gonna be a problem because my combats are pretty low, but we had enough food to take him on pretty handedly. And then all we have to do is defeat this monk to get a key, save Drezel, fix a magical river that runs underground, and then suddenly we finished Priest in Peril. Then we're going to quickly knock out Recruitment Drive, get that extra prayer. Then we're going to not get completely frustrated gathering up all these sheep, putting them in a pen, and they're infected, so they gotta go. They're definitely infected, right? Finally hop back into Merlin's Crystal and beat this mama's boy up. Then we're going to get distracted once more and go pick a fight with this Sour Hog, and since we don't want to think things through, we're just going to face tank everything and hope it works out. Quick shout out to this guy OSRS Rockstar for making Shield of Arav just infinitely better. You are literally my hero. Thank you so much. I then felt the bloodlust come back, so after killing a bunch of tiny little animals for Rag and Bone Man, I had to stop and kill this count in his own house. I swear that I cannot stay focused on one thing for too long, so here we are going back to Merlin's Crystal to just wrap this up. As long as we can remember to use and not bury the bones, we're fine. Bonk. Then after a short journey, we'll go through and burn all these bones, make them nice and clean for Rag and Bone Man, and wrap this quest up too. Alright, now let's go wrap up Ides of Milk and teach a cow how to sit, shall we? In all seriousness, this is probably one of my favorite quests, and every time I've done it on like 3 accounts, it's made me smile. I'd strongly suggest this one if you haven't. Brutus is really fun and easy boss, and super simple to get started with. Maybe just like 2 more kills just to see if we're lucky. Finally, I think to wrap up the day, we're just going to spend some nice peaceful time looking at space, enjoying the view. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I put a lot of time into it, but I really wouldn't be doing this as much if it weren't for the people who've been so supportive of me. I'd like to thank my clan, the Illuminati, and a couple of really awesome people who've been hanging out with me almost every day on Twitch. Poor Pat Hoolan, The Real G-Door, and Tired Corporate Worker. You guys are the greatest. Thank you so much, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks for watching.